Hi everyone, good middle of the night morning to you. I can't sleep, so I figured, hey, I'm gonna go have a little chat with my YouTube family. Since, we are all a little bit loony to be up this early. So, anyways, I posted a short the other day that ruffled some feathers, so to speak. And so I've been thinking about what I said in the video, and I didn't think I said anything bad. I just think people are uneducated. And so it's very hard to have a conversation with people who are not on the same page as you are. So, as you know, there has been an exorbitant amount of money stolen from the taxpayers here in Minnesota. And last week, they put someone in prison for 41 and a half years and gave her a $243 million payback. So hopefully she kept some of the money she stole, because that's a hefty restitution to have to pay. Not that I feel sorry for her, but she did work real closely with someone you may have heard of, Ilhan Omar. Ever heard of her? Or our governor, Tampon Tim? Or Attorney General? Good old Casey boy? And the mayor of Minneapolis? I mean, where did they find this guy? Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about none other than Jacob Fry, the biggest tool in your toolbox. So, 15 people have been arrested so far since JD and I believe it's Holman that have come in and pretty much taken over the fraud scheme that Nick Shirley, love you, dude, because you uncovered this. And I know everybody knows the Quality Learning Center. I bet you didn't know that the address that they used, they also spelled the name of the street wrong. That's where I want to send my kid, said no one ever. So, yeah. So, it's finally happening. Finally. And these people get everything that they deserve for what they have done to our state. And the reason I'm passionate about it is because you lied and stole money for daycare centers, for autism centers, for home health services, for ride services. These are all legitimate things that people need. And one man did pass away from getting said services. He was supposed to be 24 hours a day, somebody with him, and that did not happen. The state was getting billed for it, and the company was getting paid, but there was no one with this man who ended up passing away. Now, I don't know about you, but somebody needs to be held accountable for that. Another reason I'm super passionate about it is because they messed with Medicaid and this bullshit feeding our children scam during COVID, which I didn't understand because our children were being homeschooled. So, how were they receiving meals when they were being homeschooled? Just odd to me. You know, my family generations have worked to the bone to provide better life for, like, my great grandma and grandpa for their children, for my grandma and grandpa for their children, for my dad and his brothers and sisters to provide for their children, and then my generation to provide for our children, and so on and so on. So, this has been the way it works. And for people to come here that are not true Americans, not true Minnesotans, or any other state that they may go to defraud, it's not right. And there needs to be some serious consequences, especially for the Medicaid fraud, because that directly affects a huge population in Minnesota that is already marginalized, and people have to fight like hell. Long-standing taxpayers have to fight like hell to get any kind of support, whether it be housing stabilization, whether it be medical, whether it be SNAP benefits, Section 8. It's absolutely ridiculous. The wait time and the paperwork that you have to provide, which, if we have to do that, how did these people get away with it? So you can't tell me that there are not people on the inside who know what's going on, who know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly how to get away with it. And it starts with the 4 people that I mentioned earlier in this video. You know, when the Titanic sank, the captain went down with the ship. Kind of the same situation here. So, I'm extremely happy this is finally getting figured out and taken care of. And they're doing it really under the radar, because we had no idea that that lady was going to get charged last week with 41 and a half years. Aww. Oh well. FAFO. That goes for the rest of them. The other thing I wanted to bring up is, so Minneapolis has been known all of my life. I don't know how far back or when it started, but Minneapolis has always been known as the Mini Apple. I mean, this dates back to at least the 70s, probably before, but I wasn't around then, so I'm not sure. But Mini Apple. Not Little Mogadishu. Mini Apple. And New York City is the Big Apple, or the Mini Apple. And it has nothing to do with anything, just the nickname. That's it. There's no comparison between Minneapolis and New York City. I'm not comparing apples to oranges. I just was simply stating that Minneapolis is known as the Mini Apple and not Little Mogadishu. And certainly not a part of that flag that was designed. I never heard about it. Nobody I know had ever heard about it. All of a sudden, we were told we were having a new state flag, which we didn't vote on. Because I guarantee you that's not what I would have picked. It doesn't represent our state at all. It represents a country. I think you catch my drift. And it looks pretty similar to that country's flag. So, I want our original flag back. The one we've had for hundreds of years. The one that depicts Minnesota. Not not what's on the new one. So, I'm going to put a poll out and let me know if you think we should somehow lobby petition to get our old flag back. Because there are a lot of people, if you drive up anywhere past the cities, which is Minneapolis, St. Paul, hour out, you will not see that flag out. It's the old one with the United States flag. So I'm just curious. Who else is with me on changing it back? So, I just wanted to clear things up. To the person that said that I sounded like an uneducated buffoon, I say thank you. I'm not a buffoon. I'm just loony. Ha ha. So, everyone have a super great day. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and maybe share this with somebody, because I'd like to see who wants our flag back to the original. Let's get our state back, Minnesota. Let's get our country back, America. Let's go. Have a super great day. Peace, love, and hugs always. And remember, smile at someone, because you never know what they're going through. Take care. Bye.